think it was a good day for us based on retirement of two gentlemen that has really changed the face and changed the thought process of this whole program, as well as almost getting through the game injury-free. I'm waiting for a report on Savell Smalls. I think he might have been banged up a little bit, but that's about it. Everyone else was pretty good, and that's a blessing because we already have, I think, 15 to 17 guys that are injured right now. So getting through the game just unscathed is tremendous. Let's go.
Nikki, you ready?
Hey, Coach. Nikki Edwards, CU Sports Report. You saw Julian Lewis kind of running with the ones there. What went into that decision, and how is he looking at the end of spring?
That decision is kind of disciplinary. Some things happen. I'm sure you ask the quarterbacks. Hopefully they tell you I don't want to put their business in the street, but they got a ways to go. They got to improve. They got to do some things. You guys are so used to that you got to understand that these guys are different. They have different strengths, different qualities about themselves, and we got to make sure we maximize their potential utilizing those things. It's hard kind of for Caden to get a real feel for it because the quarterback is not live, and he's a dual threat guy. So he's phenomenal running the football as well. You're going to see that in more sooner than later.
Hey, Coach, background associate
going on,
press.
Pat?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, I know you had a lot going on today, but did you get a chance to soak in the moment with Travis and Shador and just that whole
Not really. I really hadn't because my mind is on making sure we execute some things, making sure we hit our timeouts for television, make sure we put a good product for the country and our fan base to see, making sure we give our fans hope as well as the understanding on how we're moving and how we get down. So I didn't really get a chance. I saw them and I looked in both their eyes. I know they were pleased, they were thankful, and they were proud. And that means a lot to me. I'm one of those type of guys who I'm going to tell you how I feel right off the rip. You know, I'm not going to really wait. So I give you your flowers now. I'm not going to wait 20 years down the street then to bring you back when you limping and could barely walk or some tragedy happens to recognize your greatness and what you contributed to this program. So I'm thankful that Rick, shot his shot and moved on what we all know was inevitable in due time. The time frame, nobody's going to be happy with it. Somebody's always going to have something to say, but the way we are right now, we're a now generation. You guys are now people, and this is a now time, and those guys deserve what they deserve right now. So I'm proud of them.
Hi, Coach Adam.
What's going on, Adam?
24/7 Sports. Julian Lewis got a chance to work with a lot of your top offensive linemen, go against a lot of your top defenders. What can today do for him? Getting in the.
Oh, he's been doing that. That's been every day in practice. It's not. I think you guys just had the opportunity to see it, but he's been running with the ones, running with the twos. He's been pivoting back and forth. Both quarterbacks have. So it gives him an understanding. You got to understand he's still a young man. We don't care about the age and the stage, though, but he's been held accountable for if you're a starter, we're going to expect you to perform as a starter right now. When you're with the ones, you got to be a one. We ain't got time to say you coming or you growing. We ain't got time for that. We want him to execute and understand coverages and make his reads and get the ball out of there. And he's been doing a great job thus far.
Jack Carlo.
Yeah, my man.
What's on that side? How's it going, Coach?
Good, sir.
Want to ask about the defensive line. It seemed like they had a pretty solid day today.
Yeah.
Just your thoughts on that group?
Those guys are better. I think we're better at the defensive line and we're better at the linebackers. It's hard to put that on the DBs because, Shiloh and Cam and Travis, those guys, they've been playing together for a few years now. So that's hard to advance that. But we are going to be tremendous with what we know we got coming as well to help that secondary. But the pass rushers, we got a couple guys out right now with injuries. We're going to be pretty solid on the defensive side of the ball, and I'm happy about that.
Hey, Coach, Brian Halpole, the
What's
David
going on,
Camera.
Brian?
I have two for you. One about the past. You guys announced today that you're going to have a statue for Bill McCartney. It's
Awesome.
unveiled later this fall. I don't know if you got a chance to meet him.
No,
He passed away a couple months ago, but
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm going to honor him as well. His swag, the hat he wore, the jacket he wore. I started to wear it today, but I want to kind of save it for the first game. So his swag, I'm going to try to recreate that and rock that for our first game. But I'm trying not to get in trouble with what I'm about to say. Why we wait, man?
what's that?
Why we wait? Wouldn't we have wanted him to see, to be involved in it, to feel it, to feel the love, the respect, the appreciation? Why we wait? See, that's the kind of junk that you guys got to run with. Say something about that. He can't enjoy that right now.
I know it's been 2 years in the making, they said. So
Making?
yeah,
Making? How we in the making? This is a new generation. Everything y'all want, you want it right now, and you go get it right now. You don't wait for nothing no more, do we? We want to go, we call Uber. We want to eat, what we call? Uber Eats? Well, everything we get is right now. We want something, we order it off Amazon right now. We ain't in no waiting generation no more. That's over. That's a wrap on that. Everybody in here is impatient. You download stuff right now, putting it out as I speak. So this ain't that no more, man. Let's stop. And I'm sad because I wanted him to see that. He can't see that. Same thing with Rashawn Salam, right? How long did we wait? I say we because I'm a part of CU now. How long did we wait?
23 years after his Heisman.
After his what?
After his Heisman,
Yeah. How many years after his death?
less than one.
So we got to die to get recognized? Ain't nobody saying nothing in the church right now. Everybody got something to say otherwise. Hey, man, give people their flowers while they can enjoy them and they can smell them. That's how I get down. If you guys are doing a good job, I always tell you guys are doing a good job right now. I don't wait. I'm not built like that.
I have a second question for you, but Caden, obviously, I want to get your thoughts on him, but also his brother, made a lot of plays today at linebacker. Can you talk about those two guys?
I don't know who made plays. I haven't watched the film. I'm just watching both sides and seeing little things on the line and all that. So I'm watching a whole bunch of plethora of stuff while I'm out there on the field. I don't know until I really see it, because I'm hearing things. And what you said may not add up with what I'm hearing in my ear. So I don't know. I can't make a true assessment until I really watch the tape. But I'm proud of their progression, but we want more out of everybody, not just him.
Hey, Coach. Jake Schwannis,
What's up, Jake?
Doing well. How you doing?
Good.
Lots of penalties, it seemed like today. Last year, most penalized team in the Big 12.
Yeah,
Just what
we're
has
going
to
to fix
happen?
that. We're going to fix that. That's personnel as well as discipline. We're going to fix that. I mean, we're so darn disciplined around in here. I don't know why we don't take the disciplinary things on the field. So we're going to fix that. I'm glad you pointed that out. We got to fix that. We have officials at practice, so we call it then, and they have disciplinary actions when they're offsides to do something stupid to cause us a penalty. So we got to be better with that. We will not be the most penalized team in the Big 12 again this season. I'm putting my name on that.
Hey, Coach. Xavier McNevitz, Buffs Wire. So I just wanted to ask, Joseph Williams had a good performance today.
Who's that?
Joseph Williams, he had a
Okay.
good performance today. And that whole wide receiver core is one of your strongest position groups. Can you just kind of talk about?
They're good. I like what they bring to the table. But it was a standard set by the guys we're about to send off into the NFL. The standard is set. They just saw those guys work on the field a couple of days ago for the Giants, So they saw those guys and they saw them at Pro Day and how they go about their business. Many guys played with those guys, so they understand the standard. We have great coaching in that room. The sky's the limit for those guys. We just got to get the ball to them, and we will find ways to do it. You didn't fart just then, did you? Okay, I'm just saying. You played it. They played that thing off. Played that thing off real good.
Hey, Coach, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette.
What's going on, Tom?
Doing well, thank you. You mentioned special teams earlier this week. Obviously, Buck had a couple big kicks today, kicked it in the end zone during the kickoff. Mata was as solid as usual, and Damon, your new punter, had some nice punts as well.
You guys are awesome.
How nice was that to see, especially at the top for the fans to see kind of the
Well,
improvement
our
there?
special teams must be special. And when they missed, I just moved it back for them and just challenged them to go even harder, and they made it. So it's something that sometimes it's just focus. They sit over there the whole time, then you call them out to do it, and they really weren't mentally in it. So it takes a minute to key it up. But all those guys, and don't forget our long snapping, he's doing a great job. This Poncherello. So from Chips, these guys are really taking ownership of special teams. They really want to be special. So I love what we're doing. We should kick the ball in the end zone on kickoffs consistently now. Mate, it's hard to top Mate, man. I mean, but we call him New Mate. We got a new Mate, so we're gonna be good in the punt game as well. And Mata's Mata, and Buck is 45 on out. He is that guy.
Ryan Scholes with Ralph Report. We saw a lot of tight ends in action today after
Yeah.
last season when we didn't see them a whole ton.
Yeah.
Well, what were your thoughts on what you saw from them today and how they
It's all
performed during
right.
spring?
It's all right. It's all right. You got to do better. 'Cause I know it's supposed to have happened. I know some things that you didn't know that went on out there. They all right. They got to do much better.
John Treach, 9 News.
How you doing?
Coach, is there a benefit to naming a starting quarterback
No.
ahead of the season?
No.
What's it going to take then?
Ain't nobody care about that. Because I may change my mind tomorrow. So what benefits us to name a guy starter? What does that do for us as a team? Nothing. That may do something for you guys so you can have something to talk about, but that don't do nothing for us. It does nothing for us, so I'm not doing that. Matter of fact, I don't even know who's going to be that guy right now anyway, so I don't have the propensity to do it because I don't know. They got to perform with consistency.
Hey, Coach, Matt Smith, Independent. Maybe this is an unfair question because of timing. What would you say your biggest takeaways have been about this new version of your team after spring ball?
What you mean new version?
Well, it's a new season, right?
Oh, you mean just a new season? Because it's not a new version. We're going to do what we do. So it's not really a new version of how we plan on executing. Offense is the offense, but we have certain guys with certain gifts, and we got to utilize those gifts. Shador and Travis and all those guys had certain gifts, so we got to utilize those gifts. Juju, Salter, they're different, man. So we got to, we know what they're good at, and we got to implement that in our offense so we can move the ball consistently. Defensively, the same way. Now I feel like we're going to be strong up front. We're going to force teams to throw the ball. I don't feel like they're going to be able to successfully run the ball against us, so we got to be more stout on the back end, and you're probably going to see that portal jumping on the back end in the next few days.
That was what I was about to ask you. If you had to outline a few priorities for this summer for your program.
Let's start one tremendous defensive tackle, another linebacker or two, two safeties, probably 3 corners, 1 receiver. That's a grown man. That's a dog. Couple running backs, tight end, maybe a guard, tackle, maybe 2 centers.
Harrison Simeon.
I think we got half of that already. You guys just ain't heard about it.
Harrison Simeon, Buffs on SI. TJ Branch and Tawfiq Byard made some plays today. What are you seeing out of those pair, and how do you think they can?
They got to be consistent. Mr. Branch, I'm on his butt all day long, man, because he's a Florida boy, and I want to see him successful. He's carrying a lot of things on his heart about just personal stuff, but he's fighting through it, which he has to as a freshman. Bird played pretty solid today. Like I said, it's hard to really assess those guys without seeing the film. I know what I've seen with the naked eye, but sometimes my eyes play tricks on me. But those guys should contribute, if nothing, defensively as well as special teams.
Coach, 2 more quick ones, but was it nice to say dry for a spring game?
Excuse me?
Was it nice to be dry?
Tremendous. God is something else, man. Like, I just knew anytime we announce the spring game, the snow is coming. And after yesterday, I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. Like, yeah. So I started asking, what is the TV responsibility? Is it an hour 15? Because we're going to be off there a minute before they say we're going to fulfill an obligation and we're out. But it was beautiful today. I just wish we have a little more support, fan-wise, because I know it's tough when they announce that multiple schools are canceling the spring games. You don't understand how that stuff damages you, because fans start hearing that stuff and it damages you. And then when we didn't get the green light to play against Syracuse, that stuff, it damages things. So we do have a tremendous fan base, but I think we need a little more support when it comes to whatever we do inside the stadium. We should be packing it like it's a game. If you're a real Buff fan, show up and show out, because we're going to do it for you. So do it for us. My brother. Yes, sir.
How you doing, Coach?
Good, sir.
I'm the nephew of Clarence Vernon. He told me to tell you to say hi.
Got you.
How much has you think Quincy Wiggins has progressed since
Love him. Love him. I love him. He know he's one of my favorite, and he knows I stay on him because I love him that much. I stay on him about class. I stay on him about making sure he make it into breakfast, making sure he's on time everywhere, making sure he gives us maximum effort because I see so much in him. And I feel like this is going to be his breakout season. It's going to be his breakout summer. Quincy has all the physical attributes. He just has to put it together and turn in solid performances at practice daily so it becomes a habit. But, man, shoot, he looks like Tarzan, and we want him to play like Tarzan. But I love Quincy Wiggins. I really do. He knows that, though. He knows that. That's why I'm hard on him.
Coach, pregame, you moved up one of your original Buffs to walk on to scholarship.
Yeah.
What has Ben meant to you in this program?
Ben, shoot, all I got to say is Ben to anybody inside this program. Tell me about Ben. They're going to say he works hard. He don't take days off. Smart as a whip. Don't blow coverages. Don't miss assignments. Always in a good mood. I've never seen Ben frown. I've never seen Ben angry. I've never seen Ben hate on anybody. Ben wants to go down there and make a play on the kickoff team. He's a starter on special teams. He's our guy. So rewarding him for what he's brought to us and being consistent. He's an OB. He's one of the original Buffs. He didn't quit. He didn't walk away. He didn't shy away from competition. He's been here, and he didn't ask me for no scholarship. They better not ask me for no scholarship because I'm going to ask them for money like they ask us for NIL money. Give me money. Ben is what this team is. It's who we are. Ben exemplifies all those points, and I love him to life, not just as a football player, but as a human being. So I'm going to help him in every way possible, on the field and off the field, so he could soar through life. I love me some Ben. They know that. He wants number 10. He ain't getting that, but he wants the 10. He say Ben 10. How does that sound, Coach? I say Ben win. Do that.
Coach, kind of piggybacking off of the walk-on question there, the roster rule, there's been roster cuts that have been announced.
Right.
As far as, how many scholarships are going to be available.
85. It's still 85, ain't it? It's I think 105 roster spots. Yeah, we good. I never hit the climax of our scholarships availability. I always save several because it ain't 85 kids that can flat out play. So you always got to be smart and to kind of save some just in case you get a windfall of a kid that decommit somewhere and want to commit to us or want to jump in the portal and come to us. You got to always save some just in case. And also, I've saved some to reward those that deserve to be rewarded. Ben don't miss practice. Ben don't miss nothing. And Ben is he may not be a 4.0, but he's close. Ben is smart. I can't even enunciate what he's majoring in. What is it? Some engineering, something.
He brings a robot to lunch with him.
Ben brings a lot of stuff to lunch with him. But I don't know about that, man. This is the most brothers we ever had here today, ain't it? 2 questions from brothers? Yeah, bless you. Can we get one more brother here? One more question. Let's go. Here you go. Talk to him, Doc. I hear you. Good.
Now with the spring game in the books, what are you most looking forward to as the season approaches?
A vacation. I'm looking for a vacation. I'm out of here tomorrow morning. This is what I'm looking forward to. It's been a long journey. I got to kind of relax a little bit so I can get geared up for this bull junk we about to go through on Thursday night. I know it's going to be some bull junk in the game, but we're prepared for it with Sanders and wherever they go over these next week, Shiloh as well as Shador and some of our Buffs. I'm excited. I'm happy because I know God is ordaining it. He's setting the stage. He's ordering the steps, and I love it. I'm reminded when I was working with the NFL Network of Lamar Jackson's draft day. Remember, everybody thought it was a pity party. He ended up going to a better team, the right situation in Baltimore, and look at what has happened. What should be 3 MVPs, he got 2 at the crib, right? And he's one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the game, and they told him he wasn't a quarterback. He should play receiver. So I love that vintage. I love that vengeance as well. So I cannot wait because I know what God has in store for the Sanders. Thank you. God bless you all, man. You guys have a wonderful Easter.
Bro, don't make me smile.
Hey guys, Jake Schwanitz from DMVR. This is for both of you. Just what was it like, being out there at Folsom Field for your first time as a Buff?
It was amazing. Just watching how many people came out to support and just watching to see what we're going to bring this year to the table. So I felt like it was amazing. Just, I haven't really been out of school this big to have that many fans at a spring game, but the fans came and showed out and as expected, but all I can say was it was amazing.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same thing for me. It was my first college scrimmage live with people around it, so it's definitely a big milestone for me today. But yeah, now seeing the turnout and just the play, we got a lot of stuff to grow on, but I mean, in due time.
Brian, go ahead. Hey guys, Brian Howell, the Daily Camera, one for each of you. Caden, wanted to ask you to assess your performance, but also your brother made some plays today. Can you talk about him as well?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I mean, I did what I had to do and controlled what I controlled, but I was most definitely excited for my brother. The first play we went out there, he made a big play, and just everything that he's been through and just watching his journey throughout all the injuries that he had at his former school and through high school and everything. I'm just very excited to not only be on the same team as him for my last year, but to see him being out there making plays, having fun, and bring the excitement back that I used to see him with.
And Julian, I want to ask you mentioned this is your first college experience. Were there any nerves for you being out there today?
Not particularly. I mean, I guess there's a little anxiety going out there, just this crowd and stuff like that, bigger stadium than I've ever been in. So I guess a little bit, but I mean, it's what I signed up for. I knew what I was getting into, so it's no complaints, just a lot to grow from.
Caden, you had a great you were targeting Joseph Williams a lot today. How has that relationship grown between you guys, and can you just describe why he's your top target, what you were seeing from him today?
I mean, Joseph, he's a very talented player. He goes out and execute what he can. We all might do different things, the wrong things at the right time, but at the same time, Joseph, he's a very explosive player. He loves the game. He goes out and make big plays, and as you can see from all the practice clips that we had throughout spring ball, Joseph most definitely has been one of the top targets for me and Juju when either one of us was out there. So he's going to be a special receiver for us this year, and most definitely he'll show the world and make a name for himself.
Hey guys, Adam Tiger, 24/7 Sports. Coach Shermer was talking about how healthy he feels the quarterback room is. Obviously, you guys are competing. I'm curious, how have you guys bonded amidst that competition and supported each other?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I mean, with me being an older guy in the room, of course, I might speak a lot to Juju and just on the little things. Like we had little option players go in and stuff like that. And, of course, I'm coming from a triple option offense, so just the little things like that. But it's been all fun. I just remember the time when I was a freshman and I had Malik Willis to mentor me. So I know what it takes to help mentor and just at the same time compete and do what I have to do.
My bad. What was the question again? My fault.
Just how you guys have kind of bonded and supported each other.
Oh yeah, no, it's like I said the first time I interviewed anywhere, we got such a great quarterback room, just in people in terms of that. Like I said, he big bro. I mean, it's kind of just getting his little tips and tricks he's got. I mean, he's on his last season, I'm on my first, so I can't really knock him and say he doesn't know something because I mean he's been there and done that. So just getting to listen to his little tips and tricks he sends to me.
Hey guys, Pat Graham, Associated Press. A question for each one of you. Caden, I guess what made Colorado such a good fit for you? When you were looking around, why did this fit?
I just felt like it was. I fell in love with the offense. Being able to have explosive receivers and have a group of coaches and people around me that would support and only want the better for me. We have a fully loaded staff up here that knows what it takes to get to the next level. And with me having one more year, I just wanted to come up here and learn from the best.
And Julian, a question for you. You got here early. You got to see preparation for the Alamo Bowl. How much did being around that and being around Shador, how much did that help you in your development?
I mean, it helped a lot. Getting to see Shador, going into his last game, just seeing the preparation that it takes to be successful on the field. That game didn't go how we wanted it to, but I mean, just getting to see Shador move around and get ready for his final college game was a spectator's dream, I guess.
Just for each of you, your experience working with Pat Shermer, understanding his playbook. We were talking to Coach Prime on Thursday, and he explained how you guys are two very different quarterbacks and you're designing offenses around your individual skill sets. This spring, what has it been like to work with Pat Shurmur and kind of craft something for each of your guys' strengths?
Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing. Of course, he might have a few more run plays for me in the script than he would for any of the other quarterbacks, but I feel like other than that, it's kind of been the same. We still go through the same plays and do everything that we have to do to execute the game plan that he has for us that day. So, I mean, it's been amazing getting easy completions and being able to throw the 50-50 balls to the receivers that we have and just watching them make plays and enjoying it.
I mean,
Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. Juju, for you, just being one semester into your college career now, what do you feel like your biggest takeaway is so far, and where are the things you're looking to get better at kind of on your own before you guys get back together in the summer?
my biggest takeaway so far has been the extra time that you need to spend on football. It's not just time that you're mandatory and have to be here. You got to be in here, get the extra time with the GAs and all the extra people like my boy Isaac in there with me. I mean, me and Isaac sitting there once every day and go through the script for the next day, stuff like that. I definitely didn't need that in high school because scouting wasn't as challenging and plays weren't as deep. So that's definitely been a big thing for me.
We'll go three more. Scott, go ahead.
What's up, y'all? Question for both of y'all. Scott Proctor, DMVR. Obviously, with the transfer portal and whatnot, as leaders, obviously, being a quarterback, that comes with leadership. I guess just when there's moving parts in a time like this, how do you guys try to just exude leadership and make sure guys, stick together and remain a group and, locked in?
I mean, with the transfer portal world in today's world, you can do as best as you can to just stay a brotherhood, but at the same time, people got their own goals and achievements that they want to handle in life. So I feel like you can't down nobody for entering the portal, whether it's for the money or going to go start or whatever the case is. Everybody has their own reasons of doing so. So I just feel like you can stay tight as you can until you can't. You got to control what you can control, but one guy lead, next man up. So we do our best to just try to recruit the next player.
Hey guys, I'm Jack Harlow with Buffs on SI. Just curious, watching Shador's jersey retirement before the game at Travis's as well. Just what was that moment like for you guys, and how do you kind of hope to build upon that legacy?
I mean, you're just going to go out there and do what we can do. I mean, that was Shador's and Travis' achievements, and, of course, we're going to go out there and compete our butts off to win games. I mean, I'm not looking to get my jersey retired at the end of the season, but I'm more so looking to just get us to a Big 12 championship and get to the playoffs and control what we can control and just have a fun, amazing season.
Yo, how you doing, man? I'm Derek Dog, one half of the Dog Brothers. I just want to ask you a question. Blue chipper, you was a blue chip recruit coming out of high school. You was the best of your kind. And this question goes to both of you guys. What was that moment? What was your blue chip moment that you knew that you could play major college football?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
What was your blue chip moment where you know where you could play major college football?
Probably for me, I'd say freshman year of high school for me, going to the state championship in 7A football in Georgia, playing against Caleb Downs in the Mill Creek suckers, but nah. Yeah, that game, I think I broke the state championship passing yard record, did some stuff. That was against Caleb Downs and them, so I kind of understood. I was like, yeah, it's getting real now. I had every offer in the country. It was the #1 quarterback in the country, all that stuff. But a lot has changed since then. But, yeah, nah, I mean, you got to get a lot bigger and stronger and faster to play on this level.
I mean, my high school career didn't take off until after my junior season. But I always knew that I had the potential to play at the next level. It was just a mindset thing with me, and I feel like I achieved all the goals that I should have, that I needed to in high school. Made it to state. I didn't play varsity as a freshman. I played freshman, but I feel like everybody always knew I had the potential to get to the next level. It was just a matter of time when, and I got there, so that's all that mattered.
Thanks, guys.
Perfect.
Boy, you did so good.
Hey, Jordan. Brian Howell, the Daily Camera. I just want to ask you how you feel your personal spring went, but also the offensive line. I know there's some guys in and out, but things like that. But can you assess the spring for yourself and that entire group?
From a personal standpoint, as far as like I do two aspects. As far as like physical ability, I feel like I changed my body up a lot, and then technique-wise, there's some things that I got to clean up, and they're gonna get cleaned up. But overall, we did good. We all gelled together, finding the right pieces, finding pieces that don't fit, and just mix and matching. That's what spring's all about, you know, testing and trial and error, like putting something out and then see if it works. If it don't work, let's fix it. Where do we fix it? So I feel like we did very good in this spring.
Hey, Jordan, Jake Schwannis, DMVR. You spoke about, you know, last spring game and how that was kind of like your welcome to college football moment.
Mhm.
Just how much do you feel like you've grown in terms of your play, leadership, all that stuff since then?
I've grown a lot in like every aspect. Just being in college, like it just happens, just going day by day, and just competing. You know, just going in practice and competing, going against guys who want to get after the quarterback, and I feel like that helps me in like real game day scenarios. You know.
Hi, Jordan, Adam Mr. Tiger, 24/7 Sports. With those two quarterbacks that just left this room, how have you seen those guys fit in and kind of assimilate themselves in this program this semester?
I see Juju growing a lot every day. They both complement each other. You know, the QB battle is going to be really good this year, so we're still trying to figure out that. But those two quarterbacks, they're both competing right now. That's really all it is.
Hi, Jordan. Nikki Edwards, CU Sports Report. You have Coach White, Coach Guro, Coach Hegeman, all individually putting this group together. What has it been like having three assistants form this offensive line unit this spring?
They've been able to be hands-on, you know. Each of them are good at what they do, and they zone in on that. You know, sometimes you get one O-line coach who just talks to the tackles, talks to the center, talks to the guard, but Gunner may talk to the centers all week, and Big George played guard, so he'll talk to the guards that week, and then Coach Gerard, everything, so he'll talk to me and all the tackles. So, like, just being able to own in, and they all speak the same language, even though it might be one person saying this and one person saying that. They all speak the same thing, and that's one of the best O-line groups as far as coaches that I've been around.
What's good, Jordan? Scott Proctor at DMVR. I think we saw a big Zach Owens next to you at left guard today. How would you kind of just describe his game, what it's like lining up to him, and what kind of role do you try to play in his development as he grows?
Yeah, Big Zach, he's growing, man. He brings the energy to the O-line every single day. You know, he just be doing like emotes, and we have a good play, he'll just start emoting, and I'll be like, the next play, you know. But like, it's fun that he got that energy about him, and as far as his development, he lost the weight that he needed to lose. I feel like that's what held him back last year. But now he's starting to put everything together, and like he's gonna be a guy we're gonna run the ball behind him and just maul. Yeah.
Hey, Jordan, Matt Smith. After going through spring ball, I imagine you are probably on this list as well, but who would you say have emerged as real leaders of this group?
Is like the team or not talking about myself, just like other people.
I assume you're one.
Yeah, I would say myself, but not including me. Okay, so I look at leadership like in two ways. You got like people who show up and do their job and not really talk, and then you got the ones who bring the group together. So if I had to go, I would go Zai Chrysler. I'm not sure if I'm saying his right last name right, but Zai, right guard, consistent dude, comes in every day. He's gonna do his job, but he's also gonna get us going. As far as on the defensive side, I'll go Arden Walker. Arden Walker for sure. Me and him battle every day. Every day.
You had a post the other day talking about how sports these days are maybe a little bit more about I rather than the we.
Mm-hmm.
Will you explain some of your thinking behind where the state of college athletics is at?
Yeah, touchy topic. Not saying that I don't like where it's at right now. I feel like some people take advantage of where it's at. So
it's a blessing that we can get paid and get money, which is cool and it benefits. But sometimes you like lose sight of watching what other people are doing and try to, whatever team you're for, like hold them hostage, you know, which is like, I don't think that should be done. And like Coach Prime says, I think if you don't perform and you're getting paid X amount of money, like it should be gone. I do agree with Coach Prime on that, but I feel like some people try to take advantage of the opportunity that the people who decided like gave us. So, you know, take an inch, some people take a mile.
Two more, Jack. Go ahead.
Hey, Jordan. Jack Harlow with Buffs on SI. We just
What
heard
up?
from Coach Prime that Ben Finneseth was rewarded a scholarship before the game. Just what was that moment like for the team?
It was good. I think that's the first time I see Ben cry. He's always happy. He's another guy who, back to the leader question, that like he may not be the most talented, but he's gonna give you what he got every play. So it's well earned, and I'm actually so happy for Ben that happened, and like it was just a great moment to be a part. Like between him and Charlie, those two guys bring their all every single day until their legs won't work.
Last one, go ahead. Hey, how you doing, Jordan? I'm Derek, one half of the Dark Brothers. You was one of the top recruits coming out of high school, especially playing O-line. And you was like a blue chip recruit.
Mhm.
What was your blue chip moment in high school? What was that moment that you knew that you could play major college football?
Say the last part again. That
What was that moment where you knew you could play major college football?
it started before I was a blue chip and before like the rankings. I always wanted to be the best. I feel like going to IMG that year, I made a decision to separate myself as far as like the way I attacked every single day. And that's where like all the extra stuff came. But I always wanted to play major college ball. Is this as far as just like, was I willing to put the work in? And then like I decided to put the work in and still doing it. So I feel like to answer your question, it was more so like not a moment, but a consistency of days with which I stacked.
All right, thanks, Jordan.
Appreciate y'all.
We got one more special guest for y'all.
Have a good weekend.
How we doing, y'all? Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Brian, go ahead.
Hey, Ben. Brian Howell, the Daily Camera. Clearly want to ask the obvious question. Coach Prime mentioned he gives you a scholarship today. You talk about that moment, what it meant to you, and just kind of tell us about the moment.
Oh, man. All glory to God. I almost started crying as soon as he said, "Where's 28?" I was like, "Oh, well, keep a straight face, don't cry." But
Jordan said you did cry.
I did once I put my head in his shoulder, but I couldn't let everyone see it. So, but yeah, I just looking back on the journey that it's been and all the change that's happened here. I told Coach as soon as I put my head in his shoulder, I said, "Thank you for believing in me," because he's believed in me since day one, and I just can't thank him, and I can't thank the coaching staff, my teammates. I can't thank everyone enough for just giving me the opportunity and the ability to work and to get better and to just be here. So it's been an absolute blessing.
Adam, go ahead.
Hey, Ben. Adam Moser, Tiger 24/7 Sports. I'm sure when you decided to walk on here, there might have been some people that kind of doubted you. Was this a goal? Was this something that you were coming to Colorado to try to achieve at some point?
Yeah, I'd always envisioned this for myself. Coming out of high school, I was a zero-star recruit. I had zero offers. I only had D2 offers. And, when I came here, a lot of people told me I was dumb and that I was just going to be the special teams guy that never got to see the field, and that I was, that's kind of the vision that people saw for me, but I saw something different for myself. I watched the movie Greater my senior year of high school. I don't know if y'all have seen that, but it's about the Burlsworth Award. And, man, I teared up watching that movie, and I said, that's going to be me one day. So that's been my goal ever since I got on campus, and this is my opportunity, and I get to work towards that. So, yeah, it's been great.
Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. Ben, you're one of the few OBs left. I mean, obviously that nickname has been with you guys since Coach Prime got here. Now 3 years kind of into that. Just kind of how much pride do you take in that, and how far things have come since 2022 to now?
Yeah, there's been a heck of a lot of change around this building and around this team, but Yeah, I think for us OBs, we take pride in it, and I take pride in being the leader of all of us. And I think it was cool for me last year to see Charlie in this thing, because now I get to be in Charlie's shoes, and other guys get to look up to me, and this is their opportunity. They said they can see it and say, it's going to be my turn, and I'm going to be the next guy to earn that scholarship. So it's been obviously a lot of turnover, a lot of change around here, and I'm just blessed to have been able to stay the course, stay the path, and keep grinding all through it. So it's been absolutely amazing.
Hey, Ben. Nikki Edwards, CU Sports Report. Robert Livingston and Carter Stoutmeyer both mentioned your name during the spring. Did you sense that a scholarship was coming your way, or was this a complete surprise?
I mean, I could kind of feel it, but I wasn't even focused on it, to be honest. Like I didn't think about it at all. The only time I would think about it is when someone brought it up to me. But I wasn't focused on that at all. I really just wanted to lead the defense and lead the special teams, the way that I feel like I'm supposed to and the way that I'm called to. So that was my focus all spring, and I knew if I did the things I needed to do, that it would come. So, yeah.
Hey, Ben, how you doing? I'm Derek Dog, one half of the Dog Brothers. First of all, I want to say congratulations on getting a scholarship. That's a major accomplishment. Like, you really deserve a round of applause for that, man, because it's a hard thing, especially doing what you're doing, walking on and believing in yourself. So I just want to commend you for that. Take my hat off to you, brother. But my question is, out of high school, you said it yourself, you were 0 stars, right? You was only getting recruited by Division II schools, right? But you had faith in yourself to walk on at Colorado. What moment in high school, right, that you feel that, hey, I could play major college football?
Shoot. To be honest with you, I don't think it's especially hard being from Durango because we're in the middle of nowhere to get recruited. And when COVID hit, all the camps that I had signed up for got canceled. And so I didn't really know what I was going to do. So I thought I was just going to have to end up going D2. But I took a visit to Colorado School of Mines that summer. And I said, Dad, like, can we drive up to the CU field? Like, I've never seen it. I just want to see what it looks like. So he drove up, and the gate right over on the southwest corner. I looked through there, and I said, Dad, I'm coming here. And I made that my goal. I was like, I'm coming here. And, yeah, it's been – if you would have told me when I was a senior in high school that Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, would be my head coach, I would have told you were one crazy person. But yeah, you see how it's all panned out, and it's been super cool. So it's been awesome.
Hey, Ben, you've had a very unique perspective, certainly, on this program. Since Coach Prime has taken over, how would you say things have changed from year 1 to year 2, now entering year 3?
I think the biggest thing has been the culture. Obviously, the team changes, the coaching changes. That comes with college football. There's been a lot of changes, but just going from 4-8 with Coach Prime to 9-4 with Coach Prime, and the way I see it for us, we're only going to go up. And it's been set in stone the way that leadership is supposed to look like and the way that teamwork is supposed to look like, and not being a selfish player and playing for your teammates, how that's supposed to look like. And so I think that's been, obviously we still got a lot of room for improvement, but that's the journey that we're headed on, and we're going to keep going that way. So.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
We've been in here longer than the game happened, so